Here we have some of the 2019 and newer lot of SS198LF. We have our Ruger 5.7. We're gonna take a few shots in gel just to see if that canalure that they added has any effect on its performance. Give you guys a top-down shot so you can see it the best. SS198 is really odd. Sometimes it will break off parts of it and penetrate really deeply. Other times it will just tumble and not go very far. As you can see, there is a bullet right there and right there. That bullet is barely to the 7.5-inch mark down below, and then that one's almost 8.5. Now this guy up here made it almost to 12 inches, mainly because the front broke off. We're not seeing any destruction or failing at that canalure, at least at the Ruger 5.7 velocities. This wound track right here was another one. We have that tumble occurring right around the 2 to 3 inch mark, and then it leaves the block. Very, very limited penetration, which originally that's how most of the factory 5.7 loads were developed. SS190 I don't think penetrates more than 10 to 12 inches in gel, so this is not too far behind it.
Many months later.
It's been many moons since we started this test in our pistol barrel length. We didn't see any differences in ballistics with that canalure, so I brought out a longer barrel today. This is our FN PS90 SBR. This is an FN receiver from Imperial Arms FN Specialties. Essentially, the sight tower has been lowered and machined. This is a whole new machined piece. We got a 1913 rail up top and then on each side. So this allows our height over bore to be lower for our optic, so you can have a different multitude of optics on here. This is a Holosun 510C. It's got our outer ring and our center dot, kind of like our EOTech. We'll take a couple shots from this and see what kind of penetration we get. Still rocking our 10% clear ballistics gel. If I can get on the block here. 2502, I think that was really low. That was dead center of the block. 2498. And then we'll go on this top block here. 2468. Well, folks, even at that increased velocity, that canalure is still not causing any jacket fragmentation to occur. I wonder if they added the canalure to help keep the aluminum core inside. We may have to try some at a later date to see if maybe that aids in allowing it to penetrate soft armor a little better so the core doesn't get pushed out. Not quite sure. Another cause of concern is we're only at the 8 to 8.5 inch mark of penetration, which is what we've always seen with our SS198. Literally all three of them are the same. Maybe this is why departments that issue P90s have had abysmal results in the past with the available ammunition, because these things don't penetrate very deep at all. Now again, they have velocity on their side, and it could be argued that that additional velocity certainly meets the minimum threshold for rifle-like wounding to happen when the temporary stretch cavity does its thing. That's always up for debate. When I've tested this round in the past in the pistol against actual pork shoulder, this particular bullet left wound channels in that larger than our 45 HST. Both penetrated about 9 inches in that pork shoulder, but obviously each animal is going to have a different tissue density. Similar but not the same though. You can see that we are base forward, so that bullet has tumbled at least once, if not twice there. Even that bottom shot, I shot that one literally on the bottom of the gel and it shot up. This is probably why I always recommend this is the bare minimum you use for personal defense in our 5.7, if avoiding it at all, to go to our Gold Dot or one of our Elite Ammunition R&R weapon systems, or Vanguard Outfitters Copper Wonders. With our limited testing in clear ballistics gel, we could see different results in organic or maybe water. We might have to test that at a later date. The canalure that's been added to SS198LF is not aiding us in any additional terminal effect. I was wondering if maybe the canalure would cause the jacket to fragment off and we get some extra wound channels in our gel, and we didn't see that today, even at the increased velocity in our P90. We do have some soft armor coming up this summer for testing, so we'll have to see if that canalure causes this bullet to perform any differently. Normally with soft armor and SS198, it would actually push the bullet nose in and sometimes cause it to mushroom out or puke out our aluminum core. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any results there. At the end of all my videos, I take a moment to thank all those who help make these possible. Number one is my Patreon and Subscribe Star fans, and number two is FN Specialties / Imperial Arms, where we got that FN90 receiver from. And of course, number three is you all for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you at the range.